Howdy, hey, hello, it's McKenna, and this is Munch and Mingle, and I've got a dear sweet friend staring me right in the face as I do this intro. I am so happy she's here. This is one of the amazing Fab Five, our hair school groupies, and she's here finally. We're gonna try to make it through. By the way, your hair looks so good.
Oh, thank you.
It looks so good.
Shout out to Amelia.
We're both here. We are Amelia X Hair billboards. Our hair.
We're her walking advertisements.
Thank you. Yes. So get at her because she's good. Okay. So this is my friend Elisabeth.
Hi.
Spelled with an S,
Yes.
not a Z.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get into it, and I'm so excited for you guys to get to know Elisabeth, we're going to talk about her munchie, which I'm actually really curious. How did you find out about these?
You?
Wait, really?
Yeah. It was when
Really? I didn't know if that was...
when you were craving them. And lately I've had this big sweet tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And I get either these or those sweet tart ropes.
Oh, those are good.
So I've been going back and forth between them.
And this was the one I found the easiest. Okay, so do you want to say what it is?
Yeah, it's the nerd clusters.
Yes. Wow. Okay, why was I pregnant with Bo? No, I was in hair school.
You were
Right?
you were pregnant though.
Well, that would
It
make
was towards
sense.
the end of it.
That's right. Because all I remember is a certain Amelia dropping a caseload of these off at my doorstep. And I was like, I don't know what to say. But I brought some for everyone to try.
Well, and
They are
what's
so
funny
good.
though, it was probably not until 2 weeks ago that I started eating them.
Oh,
So
I haven't had these in a
recently,
couple months.
I've
These are
started
good.
Eating them.
like better than Nerds Rope for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, these are so good. As I'm like spitting on the microphone. Okay. Dang. I'm going to get back on that train again. These are good though. Okay, y'all. Nerds Gummy clusters. For a time, you could never find them. That's why I think that was the issue is I had heard about them. They were non-existent. And I told you guys about it. And then
And now they're sold everywhere.
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, where were you guys? All right, it's fine. The hype's over. Just kidding. It's still very much there. Okay, Elisabeth. So what I'm hoping is now that everyone is going to be able to meet my best friends, and we all met in hair school. And we will get to that point of how we met. But before we did, we need to know a little bit more about you. Who are you? Where you came from? What the heck you're doing here? And where you're going. Sounds like familiar questions we've heard before, but we're just going to start right off.
Cool.
So let's start from young years, where you were born and kind of what happened around that young age.
Yeah. So I was born in San Luis Obispo, California. It's like probably an hour north of Santa Barbara, if you don't know where that is.
Okay.
So I was born there. I lived in Shandon, California, super small town, with my biological mom. I lived there with her, and then my four biological siblings.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle.
Okay.
So I have two half brothers that are older, and then there's me, and then I have two full blood younger siblings, Matthew and Olivia.
Wow. Okay.
And then, so from there, my two older brothers, my biological grandma adopted them. And then my two younger siblings and I, we were in the foster care system. I don't know how many foster homes we were in. So I don't want to throw out a number because I really don't know and I don't remember. But at one point we did live with a biological aunt.
Okay.
Who she wanted to adopt me because I was a little bit older.
Yeah.
Had more memories and whatnot, but it was kind of court ordered that the three of us stayed together.
Okay.
So, sorry, I'm like running out of breath as I'm talking. I don't know.
Trust me, it happens because you'll become very aware of your breathing.
So my parents, they met us at a park. It was like a visitation type thing, and they kind of had to decide right then and there if they wanted to take all three of us. And they had two kids of their own already. Wow. So they had the two kids, and then it was pretty much you get all three of them or you get none of them. So you need to decide now what you want to do. So they took all 3 of us. And then we lived with them. We did all the visits and everything. And I had an open adoption, so I grew up knowing the 2 other brothers that were adopted by my biological grandma. So yeah, and everyone just kind of fell right in line with each other.
Wow.
So my parents' son, he's the oldest, and they have a daughter, and then me and my 2 younger siblings, and we all grew up together, all fell right in line with each other and whatnot. So,
wow. Is your dad in the picture at this point, or
my biological dad?
Yeah.
No, so my biological dad has been in prison since like 2003 or 2004.
Okay.
Something like that, and he's in prison for life without the possibility of ever getting out.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah. And then my biological mom, she's a goner.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with her, just kind of my personal choice. My younger 2 siblings talked to her, but personally I just didn't want anything to do with that. So
wow. Okay, so at this point, so it's your aunt who you're with, right?
No, so we were in foster care. She fostered us for a little bit, and then from there we went to my parents.
That's who you're with. Okay, got it. And at this point, you're still in California?
Yes.
With them. Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
So we're in the same county. So we went from Shandon, California, just like maybe 15 minutes south with my aunt to Paso Robles, California.
Wow.
And then maybe 30 minutes south of that to Pismo Beach, California.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, and how old are you at this point?
At that point, I'm like 4 or 5.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you remember anything of how you're feeling right now at that point? I mean, that's so young. Or when do you start? I mean,
like
obviously you can remember that.
I feel like we moved around so often, and we were in and out of rehab with our biological mom.
Really?
That moving around for me was normal. And even now, I can pack up and leave, no problem. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think that has its perks.
But like, I just have no problem just up and going.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, I've done it. And we'll get to that.
Yep.
But for me, it was just so normal that, like, I don't know. I just thought it was normal.
Yeah. No, I felt that. I mean, I just had divorced parents, but that was very normal to move around a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, though. So the 3 of you, because you had to go together, are now with your parents.
Yeah.
Who is your parents.
Yeah.
And you're basically there, and then what happens is you continue growing up.
Pretty much, we probably went to therapy maybe a couple months, and I do think that we needed it the whole time. But my parents kind of raised us as if whatever happened in your past didn't happen. We're here now, which like could go good, but for us, I was a little bit older. I had memories. I saw things, and nobody would tell me. Like, I didn't understand. Like, why did I see certain things? Why was this going on? Why did I have this mom before and now I have you as a mom type thing? And it was like, I just had all of these emotions. I didn't know how to deal with them. So probably around the age, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12, I got really depressed. Super depressed. And my mom put me back in therapy, but it didn't really do any. I didn't like my therapist. You definitely have to connect with a therapist.
Yes.
So I went through so many therapists. I could not find one I liked. I don't know if you know this actually, but I did spend a couple weeks in a mental hospital.
Did I?
For just self-harm, suicide, things like that. And then everyone's like, "Oh, you're fine type thing. And then quit going to therapy again. And then probably I want to say we're like 14. Same thing happened. Super depressed again. Same thing. Went back to the hospital. And it was just like, nobody could tell. Like, I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, something's wrong with me. And I don't know what is wrong with me. And nobody, like, had nobody to talk to. And I had a journal. But my mom would read my journal. So I was like, no point in keeping this. So I threw it out. But yeah, and then around the age of 16, I was 16. It was September 2016. My mom came to me and said, "Hey, I found this school for you. we're going to go next week. And at that point, like, it was like hard. I was like, wow, you're just kind of like giving me away. But at the same time, I didn't have a good relationship with my mom. And I didn't have a good relationship with my dad. My dad, he raised his 2 children. Like, we all were in one household. But my dad's focus was definitely more on his children.
Yeah.
And my mom's focus was on me and my younger siblings.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a split household. So, like, nobody really got along. A lot of arguing. And then someone was like, hey, I found this school for you. I was in my head, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I was also super excited to get out of the house.
Right.
I was like, this is awesome. I don't have to be around you guys anymore. Like, count me in. So and at that point I was working too. So I had to quit my job.
And you're 16.
I was 16. Wow. Yeah. So I was working at a cafe. So I quit my job, packed everything up, which I didn't need everything, obviously, but packed everything up in my room. And then my mom drove me out here and dropped me off.
So it's here in Utah.
Here in Utah. So my family all lived in California. My mom dropped me off in Coosharam, Utah.
As I said earlier, you know it, you love it. Tell us about Coosharam.
So Coosharam is 45 minutes in the mountains from Richfield. There's nothing there. There's no cell service.
Yeah.
There's no stoplights on the streets. The roads are not paved. Dirt roads, pretty much. Like, their main street is paved, and then all their side roads, not paved. Like,
so crazy.
And then they have, it's called a Merc, which is like a 7-Eleven and a gas station. And that's like, and they have 2 cafes, and that's it, pretty much.
What?
It's all farmland out there. Pretty much ran by that school I went to. It's called Sorensen's Ranch School.
Okay.
Pretty much the population is that school.
Yeah.
And everyone that's out there, they're all just family that never really left or anything.
Yeah.
There is an elementary school out there, and then from there you have to commute 45 minutes out to Richfield to go to middle school and high school.
Wow. Okay. So when you got there, were you still excited after seeing all that?
No, I was not excited after that because it was horses, and I do not like riding horses. I'm not a horse person. So it was all farmland. And at the time I had a phone, no cell service.
No, so it doesn't even
like,
matter.
As a 16-year-old, I'm like, why isn't my phone working? So, and I had, like I said, I packed everything in my room. I packed my heels. I packed everything.
You're like, what am I doing with these? Okay.
Yeah. So my mom gets out, we get out, and one of the guys, the administration guys, he gave us a tour. And he's like, all right, grab your bags. And I was like, I have to go through everything first. I start throwing my heels out the car. I'm like, I don't need these, and I don't need these. And yeah, and because of the school, so let me give you a little background on the school. So at the time, it's very different now. But at the time I was there were gang members. There was most people were court ordered. Their parents didn't want them. There were like prostitutes there, like everything. You got the whole package there. Wow. And then there's me. But yeah, so it was that type of school. It was very troubled, like youth type thing. But it had like individual therapy, family therapy, group therapy. It was co-ed, so it was boys and girls there. Boys lived on one side of campus, girls lived on the other side of campus. So you're always separated and whatnot. And in total, when I was there was about 70 students there.
So at this point, what was your mom, if you weren't doing those other things, like what was it that she felt like you needed to be there for?
She sent me there to go therapy.
Okay.
Because she was like, can't find a therapist here for you. Yeah. So we're going to, and not only that though, she's like, I just don't really want to deal with you at that point.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, just everything that happened before. Yeah. She's just kind of like, I don't know what to do with you. Like, here you go.
Were you acting out? Like, were you I can imagine angry, like emotional?
Angry, and I was still pretty depressed at that point too. Didn't know what was going on or anything like that. But definitely when I got there, I was very angry. And I think almost heartbroken too, Because it was like, shoot, I'm here with a bunch of other unwanted children. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So my mom... Oh.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to keep going. So if you have a question.
Well, I was just going to say, so you get there, she leaves.
Yeah, so I take what obviously I can take. Obviously, you can't wear certain colors because of gang members being there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you couldn't wear like red, blue, purple, those type of things. So I was like still a little innocent back there, and I had my Captain America t-shirt on, and yeah, so
they're like, she's on both sides.
I know. And like you couldn't wear jeans with holes in them, you couldn't wear leggings, you couldn't wear tank tops, like shorts to the knees, like everything like that. So my mom drops me off, and it's lunchtime. Middle of school, lunchtime. But when you get there, they have to search you. They go through all of my luggage. They do a strip search because it's people are there for drugs and other reasons. They have to make sure I'm not on anything. I don't need to detox, nothing like that. And then they throw me to the wolves. I am...
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So, it's called PPMing. I don't know what it stands for. But pretty much...
Personal people management. Personal...
I don't know. But so pretty much just somebody shows me around. I just pretty much follow them until they can get me a school schedule. Yeah. Things like that. So I just follow this girl around all day long. I don't say a word. I'm bawling my eyes out all day. Oh. And then I honestly don't remember the rest of the day.
It's just a whole blur, melts together.
But then, so they have a level system. It's different now too. So there's PBI, which is like the worst of the worst. And there's level 1. So you can, like, you just read a book or write letters all day. Level 2, you can watch movies, things like that. You start on level 2. So that's where I started. Okay. Level 3, you can go off campus. Level 4, there's a level 4 and 5 room, which means you can play video games, you can play pool, things like that. Wow. You go to hockey games, basketball games, football games. Level 5, we do bigger things. So we went to like the lagoon. We went to like water parks, things like that. So it kind of just leveled up. So I started at level 2 and then just made my way up.
You're like, no problem. Okay. Yep. So you're there for therapy. Are you getting it then? Or
not at first. So my therapist was on vacation when I first got there. Oh my
freaking heck. Oh my gosh. So, it's fine. Just working myself up the ladder here.
So I got a case manager and then my therapist. So Angela was my case manager. Summer was my therapist. I love those ladies to this day. They definitely helped me out so much. Good. And obviously there were other staff members I got super close to that I still see to this day, and I still hang out with them and whatnot. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. How long are you here?
So I was just there from September 2016 to December 2017, but I did my junior and senior year of high school there. Okay. So there's no summer vacation. You just work all year round through school. Wow.
Do you have your own room or do you have roommates or?
No. So how it works is when you first get there, you stay in NPR, lights on all times. Somebody's watching you. They kind of have to observe you to kind of see like how you are as a person. Are you going to run away? Like, are you sneaky? Are you a liar? Like, they have to kind of keep track of you at first because people do run away. They try to. Yeah. It's middle of nowhere. You're not going to get far.
Why am I getting Stranger Things vibes? Like, did you have a number? Were you assigned? Did they just call you by that number? But it's a great place. Clearly, I'm just like, wow.
It's very different. I feel like if you haven't experienced or anything, like you're just like, that's weird. Like, what the heck? But for me, honestly, time of my life there. Really? And it wasn't because like I was getting into trouble or anything at that point. It was just I learned so much. And being away from my family definitely did help me a lot and everything because I wasn't going anywhere with my family. Yeah. And I wouldn't be who I am today without that school.
Wow. That's so awesome. And so you were once Summer got back, you felt like that actually she was able to help you through a lot of stuff that you hadn't been able to go through before.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so once you start an NPR, then they send you to, it's called a cabin, but pretty much it's you and 3 other girls. You have a shower room, a bathroom, and like a vanity area. And then you get a lockbox, which is just like your locker full of clothes, pretty much. And then you need to keep a lock on it because obviously people steal. Wow. So we have all of that. We get like a nice bed.
Yeah.
But we have like chores that we have to do too. So every morning, and it's like we're assigned chores every week. So somebody vacuums, somebody cleans the bathroom and shower room, the vanity, somebody dusts, somebody takes out the trash. So it's just kind of all still doing all that, making sure everything's clean and whatnot. We're not living in filth or anything.
Yeah. Wow. So they like really built like a structured routine for you guys.
Yeah. Even with our eating too. We eat at 8:30 every morning. And then we had snack at 3 o'clock. And then we had dinner at 5 o'clock. And then snack again at 8 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah. Or lunch was at noon too.
Oh yeah. Don't forget lunch. They're like, no lunch.
No, you can start for that one.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So then you left after you were done.
Yeah.
So you graduated there, right? Did they do graduation?
I graduated with one other person because you work at your own pace for schooling and everything. So you fill out the packets and you move on to the next class pretty much.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I made friends there.
Yeah.
Obviously I didn't want to be a loner.
Yeah.
So.
You can't be it. When you're out in Sharam, you're like, okay, we're going to have to make this work, y'all.
One thing though is I started making friends and my mom was mad. I made friends. She was like, I don't understand why you're making friends with these people. They're not good people. Oh, and I was like, how are you going to send me to a school with 70 students and not expect me to make a friend?
Yeah. Come on, Mom. I'm sorry.
But
there's no disrespect here, but yes.
But yeah, so I made a handful of friends. One of my very best friend who like showed me the meaning of a friendship. Her name is Sydney. Mm-hmm. We were tighter than tight at that school. We did absolutely everything together. We like, you saw her, you saw me. Like it was like we just did everything together. I don't know. I feel like we just we came from different backgrounds, but we just like understood mutually the other person type thing.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Okay, so when you did graduate, was it with Sydney or was it with...
No, it was just with somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at that point, you go home?
Yeah, my dad picked me up. He was picking my older sister up from BYU, Idaho. They drove down, they picked me up and...
Little vast.
Took off.
Just a little different.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But, okay, wait. Also, mind you, I met my husband at that school.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. We told him this. Okay, when did you meet... I'm sorry, his name?
His name is Kyle.
There we go.
So Kyle spent, I think from the age of 14 to almost 18, he was there.
Okay.
But when I got there, he was getting ready to leave. So I only like knew of him. Like we seen each other, but we never said a word to each other while we were there. And I had just gotten there, so I'm like bawling my eyes out every day. I'm like, nobody talked to me.
Yeah.
Like, type thing. So, like, we obviously knew who the other person was.
Right.
But we didn't associate with each other.
Right.
While we were there. Okay. But his sister also went there. So, I knew his sister.
Where was Kyle from?
So, Kyle's from San Diego.
Okay, yeah. That's why I was like, you both were from California, but it was here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, nothing had happened yet. You just knew of each other, but he left before you left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you go back to California. And then let's kind of walk through that timeline. Is then what is it like being home?
You have to backtrack a little bit.
Oh, no.
So at the school, I had a boyfriend.
Oh, my. Okay, hold on. Okay.
So it's not like anything serious. You didn't do anything. It was more of an emotional connection. But it was like, obviously, like I had this strong emotional connection to this guy who my parents hated. They hated him to the core. Which was like, I don't care. What
You sent me here. I'm going to love who I want to love. Thank you.
So... we left. He lived in LA. I lived in Pismo Beach, about 4 hours difference from each other. But I was still like seeing him and talking to him when I left. And it drove my parents up the wall. We were talking. So they would take my phone at night. They like, at this point I was already 18, but I was still living with them. They'd take my phone every night. They would look at all of my messages to this guy. And I was like, I'm not even doing anything at this point. But yeah, so that was going on. And then when him and I broke up, they were like, hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, so they were still like super controlling after I left. I was I started working back at that cafe that I was working at before. I was working for my dad in his medical office. And I was going to school. I was going to college too.
Oh my goodness.
So I was doing the 2 jobs and going to school.
Sorry. Manning, my beautiful dog, is under the table and he should be upstairs. But he keeps going to Elisabeth for love. Okay, sorry. You are. Right before we started the episode, you were playing with Baker and we went to go take him up and he lost it. He wanted to only come to you.
Which is funny though, because I've never really held Baker.
I know.
Yeah.
He was like, nope, I want to stay with Elisabeth.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he feels these things, okay? He's a filler. So he was like,
I
no.
have the magical touch.
Elisabeth is my girl right now.
Sorry, Amelia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're right. Competition is setting in. Manny, go. Sorry. Okay. So you're home, you're doing all this.
Yeah. So I'm doing all that. I had no idea what I wanted to do when I was going to college.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea. So I was just taking a bunch of classes. I was failing a bunch of classes. So I was like, whatever. Like, I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. Well, my friend, she went to this school as well. I want to give her a nickname. I don't want to call her by her name. We'll call her Carly.
Carly, got it.
Okay, so Carly and I start talking, and she was like, hey, you should come visit me. Let's do a girls' weekend. Oh. And I was like, okay, like, it was a good weekend. I had, I think it was Valentine's weekend, so I wasn't working. I wasn't going to school that weekend. And I was like, perfect. So I drive up to her, and we start hanging out, and we went to the club. She's in Sacramento, by the way, downtown Sacramento. So we went to the club, like everything. And it was an 18 up club because at that point I'm like 19.
Right.
So then we like leave. And I was like, dude, I am miserable here. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I can't keep living with my parents because like this is going nowhere. It's a downward spiral. She's like, dude, just come move in with me. I was like, bet.
Yeah.
2 days later, packed everything up and left.
Got it.
So moved in with her at that point, and then she got me a job. I was detailing RVs.
Love it.
Yeah, it was great.
You know, when I see you, I think I know exactly what you do. You detail RVs.
It was my specialty.
Yeah.
Really.
My parents have one. I could get them over here. Be like, hey, I know a girl who can help with that.
Bring back some PTSD. There were some nasty RVs I had to clean.
Oh,
so
no.
gross. Because they were all used RVs that were being resold.
No.
So they weren't new RVs. They're the nice ones.
Yeah.
They were old and beat down.
Oh, gosh.
So lived with her. I was there for a total of like 6 months, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So there, obviously, we were partying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I started, I had never been around, like obviously before I was adopted I was,
right.
But my memories, I had never been around drugs or alcohol until I had moved in with her. So that's what she was doing. So that's what I was doing type thing. You do what your friends do.
Yeah.
So it got really, really bad into all of that. I honestly could not really tell you what happened because I just don't remember because of all the things we were doing.
Yeah.
So from there, it was just kind of, we woke up high and drunk, went to work high and drunk, came home, partied, repeat 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So it was like just an endless cycle of, and men and boys were involved as well in all of that. So yeah, kind of a crazy moment, honestly.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're pretty much at that point, and then this is where...
Yeah, so like I said, we had an open adoption, and so one of my brothers, Christopher, when I turned 18 and came back home from Utah, him and I got really close. And we were talking almost every day. Sorry.
That's okay.
And I got a phone call from my brother's girlfriend, and she said, hey, I don't know what you're doing right now, but we're at the hospital and Christopher just passed away. And I think, I honestly just, everything shattered. The world stopped. And so I called my parents, and they bought me a ticket, and I went on the train, and I went down to be with everybody because they were like, we want your help planning the funeral and everything. And I didn't know what had happened to him at that point. I just knew he was dead. So when I get there, I'm talking to my other brother, Alex, and he was like, yeah, so pretty much there was a party that was going on and Christopher got. It was supposed to be a physical, like, punching fight or whatever, which, like, still isn't any good, but the guy pulled a knife out on him, and he had stabbed him in the sides and in the chest and in the head, and they had tried doing CPR, and which you shouldn't do CPR on somebody that's been stabbed in the chest.
Oh, gosh.
And so he ended up dying of his injuries and whatnot because of that, and the guy's now in prison. He's serving 36 years to life. But yeah, so during all of that, like, I still wasn't doing any better. In fact, I got a little bit worse with the things I was doing, drug-wise. And then after his funeral, I kind of just took a step back, and I was like, my life is gonna go nowhere fast. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, because this could be me. I could be the one that's not here anymore, especially with what I'm doing, the people I'm associating myself with. But I was like, I can't do this anymore. And my family had planned a family reunion, and they're like, hey, just come with us. And I was like, okay, like, I'll go. So at that point, I cold turkeyed everything I was doing. Cold turkeyed it. I went on this cruise with my family. And kind of from that moment, and Kyle and I had kind of started talking again. We started dating right before I went on that cruise. And he was always like, you were always this, like, quiet girl who never got in trouble or anything. He's like, what are you doing with yourself? He's like, you're throwing your whole life away. He's like, you need to figure out what's going on, and you kind of need to get back on track. And so that's what I did on that cruise. I took a moment, and I was just like, I need to figure out what I want to do, because I'm going to end up on the streets forever if I keep doing all this. So on that cruise, kind of decided I had wanted to go to hair school. So that's kind of when I made that decision to do all that stuff. So we get back on the cruise. We're at the airport, and I'm calling Aveda.
Oh my gosh.
I'm setting up appointments to go tour.
Yeah.
So like everything. So I made up all these appointments, but I had all my stuff still in Sacramento at that point. So my younger brother and I, we took the car and we drove all the way up to Sacramento. We packed all my stuff up and we drove all the way back. Wow. And we barely made it. I didn't have a penny to my name at that point. We barely had enough for gas at that point. We scraped by trying to get back.
Oh my gosh.
So we get back, and my mom drives me out to Utah. So I start touring all the schools and everything. Yeah. Decided I wanted to go to Aveda. So got enrolled into Aveda. I originally was going to do the October class.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Wait, that's like really later. Because we started in January.
I was going to do the October before January.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant after. I was like, that's like two different. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I was going to do the earlier class.
Because what month is this then?
That is like August, September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was going to move here and then like start immediately.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, at that point I didn't have a car yet. I didn't have a job yet. So I was like, I think I'm actually going to wait. So I talked to Allie and I was like, hey, can I actually do the October class? And she goes, well, just so you know that. And I'm only 19. No, I'm 20 at that point. I like January. No, wait.
Hold on.
No, I'm 19 because I moved here 2019.
Yeah.
So I'm like 19. She goes, just so you know, like that's just going to be a little bit older girls and everything. I'm like, I don't really care.
Right.
Like I'm starting in January, not October.
Which is so funny because at the time us older girls, me being one of them, did not. I was was like, I'm going to be the only older girl here, which is so funny.
Yeah.
Because it really.
But at that point, I didn't really care. I was like, I get along with.
We love Allie.
Yeah.
Allie's great.
But I was like, I get along with almost anybody. So I'm like, whatever.
That's
like,
true.
it's fine. So I started working at Cubby's.
Yeah.
Worst job ever.
Okay, but best food. It's Britain's favorite place.
They have good food, but the job itself, because of the manager that was there, wasn't the greatest work environment.
Okay.
So I'll agree with you on the food.
Yeah.
So I started working at Cubby's, but then they weren't going to let me, they were going to schedule me during school.
Oh, shoot.
So I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I quit working, and Kyle and I had moved into with each other, and we were sharing a car, and then my parents gave me this hand-me-down Toyota Camry 2004.
It's a gold one.
No, it was
What?
It was silver.
It had a goldish tint.
Okay.
I swear it did.
It was silver.
Am I going colorblind? This makes me so sad. I know it because I'd park by you all the time. That's so sad. Okay, anyway, sorry. This doesn't really mind, but I'm really mad. Okay, go.
So, yeah. So then I decided to get a job at Olive Garden. Worked at Olive Garden.
Yes. That was like, I don't remember. Olive Garden ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, so worked at Olive Garden and then started hair school with everybody. Yep.
Can I tell my first impression?
Oh, sure.
Well, I actually saw you a couple days before school started.
Yeah.
We had to go pay something.
Yeah,
in the
because
front.
because I have to go off my parents' taxes and
Yeah.
my dad's a doctor, so
Yep.
I couldn't get full
Right.
student aid because of that. So he had to go pay his.
So we were downstairs. I was there, and then you walked in with your parents, and you had super curly brown hair, and you're just this itty bitty thing. And I'm like, oh. And we didn't say anything. I just remember seeing you because then first day of school comes, and we talked about this on Amelia's episode. We had to introduce each other, and I got paired with you.
Yes.
And so that's where I was like, oh my gosh, I know this girl. Like, I saw her. That's my only thing of you. But then, yeah, sure enough, when we started talking, I was like, oh, she's really quiet, but you're so sweet. Like, you were so sweet. That's why I was just like, oh.
Some would disagree with you, but we'll
and those people, yeah, I will say, because I have never. Here's the thing: as time would go on, and you can add in your 2 cents. So, oh gosh, how do I remember this? So we all got along fairly well in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were all close. And from what I noticed from you, I was like, you are quiet, but I was like, she's tough.
Oh yeah.
You could totally figure that out. I was like, no, this girl's tough. And in the best way, like, I'm like, oh, I just, without even knowing that, and obviously I would hear things more and more as time would go on. It's as if you knew, like, wow, she's been through a lot, but it's like totally formed you.
I joke around with people all the time because I'm only 22, but people think I'm so much older because they're like, you just seem so much more mature. And I'm like,
you really are.
It's the trauma in my life.
Okay, not for that. I don't want to say, yes, it's that, but you are very mature.
I've definitely been through a lot.
Well, and you clicked with Ashley, who's my age. Like, me, Ashley, and Kiana were the older girls.
But I will tell you this. From day one, I was determined to be Ashley's friend. When we introduced each other, Ashley was there, and I was like, I'm going to be friends with her.
Yep.
I'm like, whoever else she's going to be friends with. I knew I was going to be friends with you, which would have automatically made me friends with Kiana.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest. I did not know about Amelia. I'm going to be 100%
We all were like,
honest.
okay.
I really didn't. I was like, this could go one or two ways. In the very beginning, I was like, I don't know if I'll be her friend or not.
Which is so funny because those two are inseparable right now. We just call you our little Spitfire.
I know.
You are
Sugar
that.
rim.
Yeah. I was gonna explain that. That was a great day. It was when we went the girls' date night when you guys.
We all brought our husbands and Rachel was there.
Wait, was it that one?
It was that one.
I thought it was Texas Roadhouse. Okay, so that was the baby shower then.
It was. No, wait, was it Texas Roadhouse?
I think it was Texas Roadhouse.
You might be right because we had to explain it to Kyle at Chili's.
Which was the baby shower.
Yeah, so it was Texas Roadhouse and Sarah was there.
Yes.
Amelia's twin.
Amelia's twin. We love Sarah. So we were just talking because, it's girls' night out. Britain's doing football. So I was like, I still need to have my date night. So we all go. And how we got on the topic, I don't know. But I came up with a genius name. If Elisabeth was ever going to go back down a path that included
dancing.
There we go. Exotic dancing. That's a better one. I was like, oh my gosh, how we ever came to it. I was like, I'm going to be your manager, which my mom is probably shaking her head right now if she hears this, like, McKenna, stop. But it was so good because I was like, I've got it. Your name. It's going to be Sugar Rim. And it was genius. It was perfect. Everything was set up. So if you ever go down that route and you do end up making millions, I just want to be acknowledged at one point.
I'll split my money with you.
Okay, thanks. I need a commission.
I'll give you a good chunk of money for you and your boys.
It's from Aunt Elisabeth. Okay, don't ask where it came from. It's just from Aunt Elisabeth. Okay, which clearly Baker loves you. Bo will be right behind him too. But that's the thing, Elisabeth, is even though people could look at you and be like, oh yeah, she's like spitfire and she's tough girl. You really do have the most genuine heart. You are very real.
I really tried to. I don't know. I'm going to talk about my sister for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, my sister and I are very close.
Mm-hmm.
Inseparable. One, like same size. We were the same height at one point. She's a lot taller than me now, but it's fine. But we would coordinate our outfits. We would wear matching outfits.
I love that.
Yeah. So we were super close. But as we got older and like we started going into high school, because we only did a couple months of high school together because I left.
Right.
But within those couple months, she had kind of changed her personality because going into high school, different group of friends, whatnot.
Right.
She wasn't super nice anymore. And at that point, I was like, it's just her age. Like, it's fine. I went to that school. I went to Sorensen's Ranch. Every week for over a year I was there, I wrote her a letter.
Mm-hmm.
I never got one back.
Oh,
Never.
no.
And I think I think right after I got out of the ranch, I definitely held a little grudge to it.
Yeah.
So when I came home, her and I, we were still pretty close. Definitely not as close as we were, but we still kind of did everything together. And then when I moved to Sacramento, she would call me the nastiest names, say horrible things to me all the time, and then turn around and did everything I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I was like, how are you going to call me all of that, turn around and do everything plus more that I was doing, and then not like even acknowledge how poorly you were treating me.
Yeah.
And so I still like just try to forgive. I was like, it's fine. She's just going through it. We just lost a brother. Like, she's just kind of going through it, but it'll like blow over. But yeah, even obviously we don't talk to at this point anymore. But like, I think I put up with it for just 6 years.
Wow.
I did that, and I was like, I just can't do it anymore. I was like, I love you, but like, please don't talk to me anymore. You're ruining my mental and emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
And my family hates that so much. But I was like, if one of your friends treated you that way, you would have no problem cutting them off.
Yeah.
But because it's my sister, there's an issue. But I was like, anybody that's going to cause any type of distress, mentally, physically, emotionally to me, I cannot have you in my life.
Yeah. And it's not to say that you didn't try. And I know you don't let relationships just go. Yeah. You're going to try.
But when I stop trying, I really, I don't care anymore is my thing. So it's like, I try. And then finally I'm like, I've had my breaking point with you. I cannot do it anymore. And I'll just cut. Yeah. Like at that point, I just cut you off. Yeah. So I'm like, I tried for so long. There's not so much I can do anymore. So
it's hard. I have an older sister, same thing. And we've talked about her. I mean, we talked about her on Ginger's episode. That was a sister I was very close to, and just certain decisions in her life. Like we kind of talk, but it's not the same. And it was that same thing. Like I had to stop at one point, like, okay. And it's hard. In this case, she has 2 daughters.
Yeah.
And the first one, she has the same birthday as me. And so I'm very, very close to her. And the second one, because we haven't been able to see her as much, she doesn't know us. She doesn't know her family. And it's so hard.
And I hate to say this, but my Olivia's pregnant. And and I don't think I'll know her son very well or anything. And I think that's just because of the choices we've both decided to make or anything. And nothing towards our baby or anything.
No.
Like, obviously, he didn't do anything, but it's because of the choices his mother made. That's just not something I can do.
And I think that's very noble of you because, like I said, I know you don't let things go, but also you, like you just said, you know when there are certain boundaries that you have to make for yourself. I mean, you're married now. You have your own family unit, and you've already been through so much. So it's like you just said, you can't go back there. And if it's going to send you back a place, then it's not healthy.
Yep.
You acknowledge her, and if anything of it, then great. If it can come to, then I know it would, but at this point, it's just where it is.
There's just so much you can do. And
that was the point that then it was the 5 of us. And yeah, we've stuck it through. And I love you girls so much. You girls seriously are what got me through. I mean, you made me a blanket. You and your mom made me a cow blanket for Baker, which still we have, and we proudly have Bo using. Okay, well, actually, we don't use it because it's so beautiful. It's a decoration. Like, I'm like, no one is ruining this beautiful masterpiece. But we graduate, and thankfully, we tried to keep up with it, at least monthly get-togethers. It's now hard because Kiana moved out of the state.
I know.
But we still have our group chat. We are still very much close. We've got a baby shower coming up.
Yeah, this Saturday.
With Kiana because she's back in the state. I'm actually really excited. But yeah, I'm just so grateful because I'm so grateful that we all had thought to go to Aveda. Because if we didn't, none of this would happen. And it's just, I'm so thankful to have you as a friend in my arsenal of friends, but as one of my close, dearest friends. And like I said, to have Elisabeth as a friend is to truly have like a powerhouse on your side.
Oh, thanks.
Because you will go to battle for anyone.
Yeah, I love all of my friends, and I'll do anything for them or anything. But like I said, you do me dirty and you're off.
Okay. But at least giving you credit,
So
it does take time.
It does
like you really
take a lot.
Yes.
It does. I do. I'm a pushover at some points, and then sometimes I'm like, all right,
okay, we're done.
We're done.
But okay, real quick. And so you got married to Kyle.
I did get married to Kyle.
And did I cry when you walked down the aisle? I did. But I was so happy. And if you bring up the one thing about your wedding that I'm forever regretting in my entire life, I will not. I will not take it. But it was such a beautiful day. You were the definition of a beautiful bride. I was just crying. You were so beautiful.
Okay, I did.
Not that you aren't always, but it was just so great.
My wedding, I did all of my decorations. I painted all of the picture frames and everything. I got everything together. I showed up to the venue early and told them how to do it. Because I didn't have bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. I didn't do bridesmaids. No, we didn't do
We were honorary bridesmaids, just without the title.
So I did everything like myself during all that time. And it was, I feel like I'm watching this girl at work. She's getting married tomorrow, but I've been watching her wedding plan, and she's been so stressed out to the max. Mine was so stress-free.
It was.
But because I also told my family members if they were going to cause drama, don't bother showing up. And I had a lot of family members not show up.
You should talk to Ginger. Ginger literally was like, you have not been involved in my life. You do not get an invite. She's like, it is 22. Well, when she got married, it was 2018. But now, as she'll say, it is 2022. You work for an invite. You don't just are obligated to be allowed into my wedding. And I was like, that is really good advice.
Well, and my mom was like, oh, I need X amount of invites to send to people. No. Do I know them? No. Okay, then no, you don't need to invite them. Like, it was who I wanted. And there were certain family, like, they weren't family members, but it was people from the ranch that we really wanted there that couldn't make it. But other than that, though, it was great.
I loved your wedding. Oh, so much fun. But yes, the one thing I was going to talk about is don't ever wear a jean jacket to a wedding. You'll forever regret it. and your friends will make fun of you, even though they didn't think it was a big deal. But then you make it a big deal, and that's all I get teased about now is wearing a jean jacket.
I didn't think it was a big deal at all, but I did tell Amelia she couldn't wear hers.
Exactly. I was so mad. Guys, this was when I don't think Bo was home. So I'm still dealing with like, okay, I just had a baby. The baby's in the NICU. Okay, my best friend's getting married. Okay, I got to get over to the wedding. And I show up in a jean jacket and skirt. And then I find out Amelia was going to wear one, but Elisabeth told her, it's a wedding. Don't wear one. And here comes McKenna. Oh, I was ticked. I was like, this is the stupidest thing. And you're beautiful. And everyone's dressed to the nines. And there's me. But I was still crying. I was so happy. Oh, your wedding was beautiful. And if everyone needs to go to your Instagram and look at your photos because it's just flawless. Now, I will say I did help with some of the makeup. All your friends helped with some part of you that day,
Amelia
but I loved it.
did the hair color. Kiana did the updo. You and Ashley did the makeup. I lost my nose ring doing all that stuff.
I remember that. Oh.
And I haven't even put it. I
was just thinking that.
Up. Yeah.
I was like, your nose ring's gone.
Well, Ashley pulled out. I had a piercing in my cartilage. Ashley yanked it out one day in school.
These are the memories you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, I love you.
I love you.
And I'm so, like I said, I'm grateful you're in my life. And for anyone out there, just get an Elisabeth in your life. Okay? You need one. And I mean, she's always taking, applications. But like we said, she's pretty.
Oh, I barber now.
So. Oh, yeah. Duh. What are we talking about? Sorry. What do you do now? You're married.
I'm married.
You have a dog.
We have a dog and a cat.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the cat.
Yep. Sky and Skippy.
Love Sky. Skippy's so cute. Okay. And you barber.
And I barber at Goat Haircuts, South Jordan on Redwood. So hit me up.
Oh, I love it. What's your Instagram?
My personal Instagram?
Yeah, unless you want other people going to another one.
Well, actually, the other one's in my bio, so it doesn't matter. My personal Instagram is Elisabeth__Urea, which is URREA.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, this is so great. All right, and thank you to you, whoever you are, listening. I hope you have a great day, and just know I love you too. All right, bye. Thank you.